When it comes to successful fat loss, diet is a topic that simply cannot be overlooked. Got a shitty diet? That means 99% of the time your aesthetics and physical performance in the gym are going to be pretty shitty as well. Here's what's indisputable when it comes to dropping a pound of body fat. You must burn 3,500 more calories than you consume. And although you can create this caloric deficit by just training your ass off, a much simpler and more efficient approach is expediting the process by matching quality training with a balanced diet that feeds your body quality macro and micronutrients which support its natural metabolic processes. So in today's video, I'm going to share 6 of the top foods I always keep on hand whenever I'm trying to tighten things up. What you'll notice about each is that they aren't just ones that help facilitate fat loss, but do so in a way that doesn't make me feel like I'm on some miserably boring bodybuilding competition style diet, which are effective, but simply not sustainable. So with that in mind, here are my top 6 go-tos for fat loss. Number 1, steak. And I'm not talking about some tough, flavorless eye of round steak with no fat on it. I'm talking about ribeyes, New York strips, skirts, steaks that have quality intramuscular fat or marbling that taste great and leave you with a greater sense of satiety. Another benefit of a good quality piece of red meat, outside of its high protein content, which helps support muscle maintenance while dieting down, is that it's rich in B vitamins as well as other minerals like iron, magnesium, and selenium that aid in thyroid health amongst other metabolic processes that have a hand in fat metabolism. So don't fall in the trap of thinking that just because many of the steaks you love are higher in fat than say lean ground turkey or boneless, skinless chicken breast, you have to stay away from them when leaning up. Next up, number 2 is eggs. Not egg whites, eggs with the yolk. Again, weight loss does ultimately come down to calories in versus calories spent, but the increased caloric density of fats like you'll find in an egg yolk have far more benefit than cost. Not only will they obviously make you feel more full, something that anybody that's ever been on a strict diet will tell you is a huge benefit, but just like fattier and more flavorful steaks, the upside to the increased caloric density of the egg yolk is huge. They're packed with protein, which helps in muscle recovery and maintenance, improve brain function, help protect vision, and improve fat metabolism. So yeah, they may be more calorically dense than egg whites, but those added calories from the yolk more than make up for it on the back end. So don't be afraid to add a few whole eggs on a daily basis. Fry them, boil them, scramble them, poach them, prepare them however you like. These are not the bad guys that we've all been led to believe over the years. Number 3, oatmeal. I'll be the first to admit, steel-cut oats on a stovetop with water is probably the best, most nutritious way to do this. But who's got the time for that? To me, a solid trade-off that still packs a wallop of a punch in the nutrition department and tastes delicious are those Kodiak instant oatmeal packs. They're fiber and protein packed, take a minute to prepare, and when topped off with a ripe banana or a handful of ripe berries, along with a side of a few eggs, makes for one hell of a meal that leaves you plenty satisfied and fueled for the type of intense workouts that help you get into the caloric deficit you need in order to burn fat. Number 4, cruciferous vegetables. One of the common themes you'll find with all the foods on this list is that they leave you feeling full, and in addition won't cause a big spike in your blood sugar levels. Here's how that plays out in terms of fat loss. For me, after I've lifted and don't need as many energy-dense carbohydrates to fuel intense activity, I'll fuel up and satisfy my appetite by way of proteins with higher fat content, think steak or cold water fish, and pair that up with a ton of cruciferous veggies like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and spinach. These pack a huge micronutrient profile that again assist in your body's metabolic processes while making you feel full. And they do this without spiking your blood sugar. So pile them on your plate in conjunction with that good source of high-fat protein. Next up, number 5, are tasty high-protein snacks. Whether to act as a meal replacement in a pinch or just a snack to satisfy late-night hunger cravings. I'm a big believer in having quality high-protein snacks around the house to keep you from straying away from poor food choices at any point in the day or night. Boiled eggs and beef jerky are pretty good, but my all-time favorites are protein bars. I like to think of them as meathead candy bars. Just be careful on the sugar content whenever you pick which ones you like out. The simple rule I follow is making sure the ones I choose have less than 10 grams of sugar added. Quest bars, One bars, hell, even the Kirkland brand ones they sell at Costco are pretty solid. Next time you've got a late night sweet tooth or don't have time to cook or reheat leftovers, just pop one of these bad boys and be on your way. Number 7, berries. Most people hate on fruit when it comes to leaning up because of its impact on your blood glucose levels, but I simply can't and won't label fruit as not diet appropriate. That said, berries actually don't have all that high of an impact on your blood glucose levels, so that argument isn't all that valid. The way I typically like adding them in is both with my pre-training meal, let's say mixed in with oatmeal, and or inside a protein smoothie to take advantage of their rich antioxidant profile. And lastly, a little bonus for you, number 7, what I like to call food and beverage enhancers. This is salt, coffee, and meal, or Crystal Light if that's your jam. Salt is a great way to improve the taste of any and all foods that you eat, and given the fact that we're trying to trim up and will undoubtedly be sweating our ass off during workouts, additional salt is a must for maintaining optimal hydration levels. Caffeine from either coffee or tea is a great chemical pick-me-up given its stimulant profile and works fantastically as a hunger suppressant. Clutch when you're attempting to stay in a caloric deficit and you're hungry. And lastly, water enhancers. Just a fun and flavorful way to get in the water you need to help stay hydrated and support ideal cell function. So, there you have it, some of my favorite go-tos for supporting a successful, sustainable, and most importantly, enjoyable fat loss diet. Work each of these in and watch how much faster and easier it is to achieve your fat loss goals, and do so without being mind-numbingly bored with the diet that you're on. Hey guys, thanks for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed it and want more diet tips on top of the quick and intense workouts I hook you up with here, then do me a solid by hitting the thumbs up button and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the videos I upload here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're looking for a more in-depth approach on how I like to program for all of my clients who are short on time yet hungry for serious gains, then start by grabbing your free copy of the Kettlebell Cardio Blueprint I put together for you by clicking on either the book image that you see right over there to the right or the pin link at the top of the comment section down below. This free guide has a week's worth of my sub 10-minute home workouts, my top 10 rules for losing fat without losing size or strength, and my plug and chug workout builder to help you design fast and effective routines of your own. So to grab it for free, just click over there or down there and I'll take you directly to the free download page. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.